Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's evening show. My name is CHUKS and you're on Neville TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, I am going to start with tonight's evening show. So Gary Neville, don't come as I can apologize on how Intake treats David Raya when they first sign him. The name saying call Mikel Arteta, all the things saying talk. That was saying they wrong to question Arteta for signing David Raya. In fact, I was surprised when I saw that video. Nobody himself, even Darren, one pundit, Darren, and then Karasoloko of Sky Sports, they were also discussing the same thing. But we could face this Gary Neville. So Neville when they talk, say to be honest with you, say the only thing I complained at that time when I complained about this, that we have to number one. First of all, when you look at the first paragraph, they say Gary Neville has claimed he accepts he might have been wrong last season when he questioned Mikel Arteta's approach for Brentford's goalkeeper David Raya. Now, why all these people now? They do merry-go-round, they do 360 turnaround. Now, because I don't say Raya did very, very good. But mind you, Raya did that good last season, but because of the pressure from the media, you think, don't say, how everybody they talk about any little thing, like people they watch Arsenal matches so some people they wish me Raya make mistake. Make I put on like that. Some people they watch Raya any little tiny thing when do so that they go talk about her. But thank God say all those errors now last season the end. So now we never really see anything. So everybody they praise them na good thing. So man not to dwell on that matter. Now this picture the trend online. I don't know how many of you now. We don't see this picture. I saw it, and people are talking about Zinchenko, the facial expression of Zinchenko when would they play our match against Aston Villa. Says Zinchenko, no, they happy. In fact, unhappy is an understatement. This is like a ferocious anger. This is like animosity. I don't know which other negative adjective I'm going to qualify the facial expression of Zinchenko, because they say Zinchenko don't understand. Say in the pecking order of left backs, he is now number 3 after Timber, Calafiori, then him. Because when you look at what happened against Aston Villa, Arteta first of all used Julian Timber. When we won't bring somebody to see out the game, make Aston Villa no come back into the game. They come put in Calafiori, whereas Zinchenko is there. So look at that face. This face, you see they trend all over social media. Today the face just drop again. This time I don't say Zinchenko they para. They very, very happy, but it is what it is. That's what we're talking about. Yes, we don't get plenty people if you play that left back. But when Zinchenko calm down, in go still play. You get that one. No mean say every match now we're gonna play Calafiori or team have a left back. Time they will be say yourself you go involved. So make you just take them easy, Like the only way me I go fit advise them. Now Fabrizio Romano can give us updates on Gabriel Jesus tests. So if I say there is positive indications for Arsenal after initial test for Gabriel Jesus. So the injury doesn't really look too serious, although more tests will soon follow. But the initial prognosis, we say, no be strong thing we will fear. You get so now confidence that Arsenal will get Gabriel Jesus back anytime soon. Now, what does this mean? Does this mean Arsenal will sign up like they don't get relieved of the pressure now? So okay, since no be serious something, but they not really dive into the market and just buy for buying sake. Well, whatever decision way Arteta take, you get now we go still suffer am. If na good thing, now we go enjoy am. So now the only way me I feel put am. You can take a horse to the stream, but you cannot really force the horse to drink water. So no matter how many players we fans identify, says I just want to sign that one. Now Arteta will still make the final say. Yeah, so more just leave that angle. Now on to other stories. So when the year say, okay, this one I say, and now Arsenal are also reporting the same thing for Gabriel Jesus. So another man from I watch today match. It was a goal festival. Chelsea versus Wolves. Chelsea beat Wolves 6-2. Kopama get 3 assists and 1 goal. Noni Madueke get 3 goals. Joe Felix enter score. Pedro Neto getting first assist. I mean, it was a goals galore. I don't know. You mean at the same Wolves who play away come like say they difficult. Oh, Chelsea can't nag them 6. Maybe say people going to talk say Chelsea is back. Say Maresca don't already get in winning team. Or Chelsea get players who but not the way they say injury pro. Baba the show. You see Chelsea bench. Chelsea get players now on an individual level, but collectively as a team, they never really did there. But individual level, Chelsea did there. So when we play, we go see as it go be. Now, Gary Neville on the talk say in the worry about an Arsenal star who, in his opinion, actually needs care and attention. So you're the one that who Gary Neville they talk about. So when you read the entirety of the reports put out by the Mirror, you will find out say now Martinelli. Now they actually talk about because from the look of things, Martinelli they continue from the way when they play last season, where we say really dey inside the game because this is a portion of the article. They say Gary Neville has claimed Arsenal forward Gabriel Martinelli needs more care and attention after struggling to make an impact during their 2-0 win against Aston Villa on Saturday. So I don't know what Arteta go fit do for Martinelli, especially Trossard with the vex. So I know just how we do. And do we need to put Martinelli on the bench? Maybe if you sit down for bench, you go get a re-evaluation of yourself and maybe it go ginger you to come in. I think that's the best thing to do because this Trossard, now even though some people are saying Trossard no sabi play first half, but you still need to reward him for the hard work he's doing. That's just the thing. You get so many Martinelli sit down for bench small. Then by the time when he come from the bench, maybe instead of Gogbera when they come from bench when they bust net. So maybe waiting Arteta go look at doing as time they go on to more just to watch. Now, away from this, so Florian Plettenberg, who is one of the Sky Sports reporters at Germany, you get so for Germany, Babakon Commerce they give us updates on what's going to happen with Ademola Lookman. So Baba talk say Ademola Lookman is still very, very keen to join Paris Saint-Germain as a PSG are currently his first choice. Nobody they argue. Now, see where the matter can be. The guy don't accept personal terms with PSG, but PSG they never agree a deal present like this now. They never agree a deal with Atalanta, so there is no club-to-club agreement, and PSG currently are not willing to pay the demanded amount. Now, when you look at the third paragraph, the talk say, therefore, PSG deal is currently unlikely. So the likes of Arsenal and other top clubs are monitoring the Lookman situation. In fact, other sources are even saying Arsenal say they don't get a boost in their race to sign Ademola Lookman because we get a very, very good structure. We want to attack this deal. We want to offer them Jacob Kiwior. At the same time, we want to also offer money. And their coach Gasparini himself like Kiwior. So we will look, say, that package, it gets cash and player. It go make sense and it go work for them. But the thing is, Arsenal, we never really know whether the player they interested in joining us because from what we can hear, now this PSG be in first choice because PSG is also a big team. So that then be in first destination. So I never know how this deal will go more just to watch and monitor proceedings. How many days remain now? So these final days, we will see how everything will end. Now, cut off side, can they put out a report also on Gary Neville? As Gary Neville can talk say Arsenal under Arteta, they don't already react to Man City to solve Arsenal's problem of last season. Last season, our problem most times now that left back. So Gary Neville can talk say Arteta already fixed that loophole. You get, in fact, now it only spoils with options. He can choose Kiwior. He can choose Timber. He can choose Calafiori. Those first two options. They can now choose Zinchenko if he likes. Come add Jacob Kiwior, who is the fourth name in the pecking order of left backs. In fact, when you go under this article, see that place where I'm marked. They say some of the most successful transfer windows is where you keep stability in your squad and you add one or two that makes it the final two pieces of the jigsaw. In the two games against Villa last season, left back was a problem. That was what Gary Neville said. But when you look at the game we can play against Villa this season, left back no longer became a problem. We'd already fixed him. And nobody's going to argue this because last season, Leon Bailey leaked Zinchenko like two pots of soup, like a goosey and a bono. He scattered the guy. But this time around, we confuse them. First of all, go back to our press conference. I thought I tell the whole world, say Timber no well. Say Timber is not going to be available. And United Emirates said, will they add 1 + 1 = 2? Pull Leon Bailey say, you are going to be meeting Zinchenko. You know what he did to him last season? Do it again. I just they wonder how Emery go they surprise when you see the lineup, see Julian Timber, then go say, what's going on? So thankfully, Julian Timber can't pass the test also for set for him because I already said it that the jury was out for him. We never really know how good he did, and the guy can't really prove to us, say yes, I am good enough. So I just did very, very happy. So at the same time, Gary Neville can explain, say, nobody says Zinchenko no go play. Because when you look at the report from the Mirror, it says Zinchenko will still play his role against the bottom 6 or 10 teams. When you have a mountain of possession at home and you're going to have to probe the ball through tight spaces, those are the kind of games Zinchenko will play. Because you say Zinchenko will be fantastic in those type of matches. But when you are playing against a really top team and you need to keep a clean sheet, you need someone at the back post who can defend, and you need 6 big guns. Get then when you need the people like Timber and Calafiori and what's in the talk. I think that was the same sentiment where Organic side mentioned when we were playing against Aston Villa that Zinchenko will play some other games, but not the major games. See how they don't downgrade Zinchenko. So you are going to be playing bottom 6 and bottom 10 teams. And some people can even argue, say, Timber invert into the midfield the same way Zinchenko they invert, but at the same time, Timber gives us defensive stability because naturally he's a defender, but naturally Zinchenko is a midfielder. So we can understand the differences between these two people. Where Arteta they ask, but then go do the same job. At the end of the day, all these things just give us squad depth. So I just be happy. Now, when the guy report say Nketiah is still going to be leaving around 30 million pounds. Yes, so now Ben Jacobs, they give us this information, and the reason we make they drop this information now because according to David Einstein, maybe one of the journalists that works with the Athletic, that they give us updates. Say Nketiah moved to Nottingham Forest, he don't break down. Sadly, say he don't break down because they can say Crystal Palace are considering a move to sign Nketiah from Arsenal presently now. Because the 25-year-old did not proceed with Nottingham Forest, he gets switched. Despite Nottingham Forest plus Arsenal agreeing a fee up to 30 million pounds. So imagine that kind of thing. What made this boy now no greedy? They said the boy no like Nottingham Forest. Because I don't really understand. Now, Crystal Palace are the one looking into the deal to make them see how everything will work. Arsenal and Nottingham Forest have an agreement, club-to-club agreement of 30 million. And you will be player when they get game time. Who will they try to help your career? May you go where you going to play for a club. Maybe say then day for this Premier League. You get. Don't be say them they go relegation. Then day here. You say no one go join. So now Crystal Palace. Well, maybe the Crystal Palace come put their money where their mouth is. Because normal Martin say this kind of thing. The boy go happy jump on the opportunity and leave. So at the end of the day, how many days remain? Because from what I hear, Nottingham Forest don't vex now. They don't go back to Santiago Jimenez deal. You get. Or I think it was Feyenoord, they don't go back to that deal. So we'll see how everything will work. I pray it works in his favor, making no regrets because Arteta no go messy for him. In Benjamin go long like mad. So for another 2 year, they say Arsenal don't refuse loan offers for Jacob Kiwior because people they can't ask say they would like to sign Jacob Kiwior. We are not interested in giving out Jacob Kiwior just like that because La Gazzetta dello Sports are reporting that Bologna actually met with Jacob Kiwior's agent and they were told Arsenal would only agree to a loan if it comes with an obligation to buy. The Gunners value the player at around 18 to 20 million euros. So the onus lies with Bologna. And you know, so we get a good working relationship with Bologna based on players who don't get there. So remember saying that Tomiyasu come from and Calafiori. So now we'll get good relationship. So make them put their money where their mouth is. When it be their turn, they run their mouth. Say, we are not going to accept. I'm not going to accept. But I can't pay the money. Give us money. You get. We need the money. We have one sign other players. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, the biggest news of the night is the fact that Gary Neville is apologizing to Arteta. I was wrong to question you when you brought in David Raya to Baba apologize. Don't believe him. Many people don't eat their words. Those will say, Raya is not good, you don't need him. I remember vividly that time, Henry was one of those strong advocates of this move. Henry said, Arteta brought in Ramsey to bring us to top 4. And he brought in Raya to win the league. People say, no, you are wrong. They need to give Ramsey the chance. Give him this one. At the end of the day now, who they talk again? Nobody. So I didn't have to say all this kind of people, everybody they come outside. When you look at the opening statement, Gary Neville has claimed he accepts he might have been wrong last season when he questioned Mikel Arteta's approach for breath. So when I see something like this, I smile and I become happy to say, yes, Arteta has been vindicated at the end of the day. So that's what it just be. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think this is a fine place for us to call the show an end. So it's like come your way tomorrow morning, by God's grace, to give you the morning news. So then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Now, good night. I'm not getting out. All right, guys. Bye bye.